What are you watching?
What are you watching? Elodie, le film!
As I stepped into the Peninsula Excelsior Singapore, I felt a sense of excitement and anticipation. I had booked this hotel for my special getaway, expecting a luxurious and comfortable stay. Oh, how naively I had trusted the glossy brochures and sparkling reviews. But little did I know, my dreams were about to be brutally shattered. As I entered the room, I was greeted by an empty tissue box. Yes, you heard that right, empty. Can you imagine having to beg for something as basic as toilet paper? It's not just about the absence of tissues, it's about the thoughtlessness of the staff, the lack of attention to detail, and the utter disregard for the guests' comfort. I called room service, and to my horror, they only provided me with more toilet paper. I mean, what kind of hotel can't even provide a simple amenity like tissues? It's not like I was asking for a unicorn or a magic wand. The audacity of the staff, the incompetence, and the sheer lack of care for their guests' needs left me speechless. But wait, it gets better. The air conditioner controller was a joke. You could only turn it on and off, but adjusting the fan speed? Forget about it. It was like they expected me to be some kind of temperature control ninja, capable of precision tuning the AC with my bare hands. I mean, who designs an AC system like that? Have they ever heard of user experience? It's not rocket science, folks. And don't even get me started on the construction noise. Oh, the sweet sounds of buzzsaws and hammering metal pipes at 10 p.m. I felt like I was trapped in a never-ending nightmare. The hotel's response? It's not our construction, ma'am. Are you kidding me? I heard the exact same noise in the lobby the next day. It was like they were playing some twisted game of construction tag, where the winner gets to keep the guest awake all night. But I'm not done yet. The elevator took an eternity to arrive, and when it finally did, it was packed to the brim with people. I felt like a sardine in a can, minus the romance of the Mediterranean Sea. And the gym? Closed. Yes, you guessed it, the hotel's idea of a fitness center was a locked door with a sorry not sorry sign on it. Now, I know what you're thinking, maybe it's just a renovation phase? But let me tell you, dear friends, it's not just about the renovation. It's about the lack of transparency, the lack of communication, and the utter disregard for the guest's experience. It's about the hotel's complete and utter failure to meet even the most basic of expectations. As I lay in bed that night, my ears ringing from the construction noise, my body exhausted from the lack of sleep, and my heart heavy with disappointment, I couldn't help but wonder, what kind of hotel treats its guests like this? What kind of monster takes advantage of people's trust and hard-earned money? So, dear friends, let this be a warning to you, avoid the Peninsula Excelsior Singapore like the plague. It's not just a bad hotel, it's a fraudulent, scamming, heartless monstrosity that will leave you feeling robbed, cheated, and utterly defeated. What do you think, dear friends? Have you had a similar experience with a hotel? Share your horror stories with me in the comments below. Let's stand together and demand better from these so-called luxury establishments. Based on my analysis of businesses near Peninsula Excelsior Singapore, here's the comprehensive overview, analysis of negative reviews for businesses near Peninsula Excelsior Singapore. This analysis examines recurring issues and negative reviews for Funan Mall, Aramsa, the Garden Spa, and Singapore Zam Zam Restaurant, 3 establishments near Peninsula Excelsior Singapore. The complaints highlight operational inefficiencies, poor service, and value for money concerns. 1. Funan Mall, poor management and customer experience. Key issues, parking and accessibility problems. Multiple reviewers cite severe parking shortages, with some waiting 25+ minutes before leaving. Review number 2, number 4, number 9. Security guards were described as unhelpful, even preventing drop-offs. Review number 4, unreasonable staff behavior. Staff and cleaners allegedly policed restroom usage. Review number 6, and abruptly relocated queues without explanation. Review number 5. Security personnel were accused of rudeness and inflexibility. Review number 7, decline in tenant mix. Long-time visitors lament the shift from tech-focused retail to high-end food/fashion, calling it stupid compared to Sim Lim Square. Review number 3, hygiene concerns, cockroach sightings in public areas. Review number 8, and poorly maintained facilities. Review number 10, further tarnish the mall's image. Example quote, the parking space is very little. Spent 25 minutes circling. Loads of cars left. Review number 2, takeaway. Funan's management struggles with logistics, parking, crowd control, and tenant strategy. while frontline staff exacerbate frustrations with rigid enforcement. 2. Aramsa, the garden spa, overpriced and inconsistent service. Key issues: poor massage quality, therapists were frequently criticized for weak technique, rushing sessions, or lacking training. Reviews: number 1, number 4, number 9, number 10. Some massages devolved into oil smearing. Review number 7, ambience failures, noisy timers. Review number 2, cold showers. Review number 4, and interruptions, for example, staff barging in. Review number 7, ruined relaxation, customer service failures, receptionists were dismissive. Review number 3, and voucher policies lacked empathy. Review number 5, upselling, for example, a $212 flower bath. Review number 8, felt exploitative, suspicion of fake reviews. Multiple reviewers noted discrepancies between ratings and actual experiences, citing suspicious 5-star reviews. Reviews number 6, number 9. Example quote: for over $330 plus for a couple's massage. The staff were busy prepping to leave rather than massaging. Review number 4, takeaway: Aramsa's premium pricing clashes with inconsistent service, unprofessional staff, and gimmicky add-ons, eroding trust. 3. Singapore Zam Zam Restaurant, rude staff and quality decline. Key issues: service failures, staff were repeatedly called rude, inattentive, or dismissive. Reviews number 1, number 2, number 5, number 9. Orders were wrong. Review number 6, were cold. Review number 4, and requests ignored. Review number 1, food quality: biryani was labeled tasteless, soggy, or cold. Reviews number 1, number 3, number 7, while murtabak was undercooked. Review number 3, portions were small for the price. Review number 2, bait and switch pricing: tourists reported hidden credit card fees. Review number 8, and sudden cash-only demands after ordering. Review number 9, cultural tensions: one review accused staff of exploiting tourists. Review number 9, while another racially stereotyped employees. Review number 10. Example quote: the guy in the picture is very rude. Throws our food on the table. Review number 5, takeaway: Zam Zam's reputation suffers from declining food standards, hostile service, and pricing transparency issues, alienating locals and tourists alike. Common patterns across businesses: 1. Staff attitude, rudeness, inflexibility, and poor training recur in all 3 venues. 2. Value mismatch: high prices, Aramsa, Funan's dining, rarely matched quality. 3. Management shortcomings: parking, Funan, voucher policies, Aramsa, and order accuracy, Zam Zam, reflect systemic oversight gaps. Next steps: deeper analysis of other nearby businesses. In subsequent chunks, we'll identify whether these issues are localized or endemic. Analysis of Hvala 111 Somerset and Smoke and Mirrors. Common patterns and issues. 1. Poor service: both businesses received numerous complaints about poor service, including long wait times, inattentive staff, and rude behavior. 2. Overpricing: many reviewers felt that the prices at both establishments were too high, especially considering the quality of food and drinks. 3. Food and drink quality: there were multiple complaints about the taste, presentation, and portion sizes of food and drinks at both businesses. 4. Misleading expectations: several reviewers felt that the atmosphere and views of both establishments were not as advertised, leading to disappointment. Specific issues with Hvala 111 Somerset. 1. Sustainability concerns: multiple reviewers were unhappy with the cafe's switch to single-use plastic cups, even if they were biodegradable, and questioned the true commitment to sustainability. 2. Food quality decline: reviewers noted a decline in food quality, particularly with the matcha-based desserts, and felt that the menu changes were not for the better. 3. Poor staff attitude: one reviewer had a particularly bad experience with a rude staff member, which added to their overall negative experience. Specific issues with Smoke and Mirrors. 1. View disappointment: the rooftop bar's view was a major selling point, but multiple reviewers were disappointed to find that the view was not as advertised, often due to construction or limited seating. 2. Cocktail quality: reviewers were unhappy with the taste and quality of the bespoke cocktails, feeling that they were overpriced and lacking in dimension. 3. Food portion sizes: the portion sizes of the food were consistently described as small, adding to the overall feeling of overpricing. Overall, both Hvala 111 Somerset and Smoke and Mirrors struggled with providing high-quality food and drinks, paired with poor service and misleading expectations. While Hvala 111 Somerset's sustainability concerns and declining food quality stood out, smoke and mirrors' view disappointment and subpar cocktails were major issues. To improve, both businesses need to focus on revamping their menus, training their staff, and being more transparent about what customers can expect. Analysis of negative reviews, businesses near Peninsula Excelsior Singapore. The Editor's Market. This analysis focuses on the negative reviews received by the Editor's Market, a business located near the Peninsula Excelsior Singapore. Based on the collected data, the Editor's Market consistently receives criticism across several key areas, painting a picture of a store struggling with quality control, customer service, and operational efficiency. What the Editor's Market is like based on negative reviews. The Editor's Market appears to be a fashion retailer offering predominantly women's clothing. However, the reviews suggest the experience of shopping there is often far from positive. The store is described as potentially disorganized and messy, with clothes not always well presented. Beyond the physical environment, the core issues seem to revolve around a dismissive and unprofessional staff, inconsistent product quality, and frustrating return/exchange policies. The Takashimaya branch appears to be particularly problematic, with several reviews specifically mentioning issues there. Common patterns and issues. Several recurring themes emerge from the negative feedback. Poor customer service. This is the most prevalent issue. Numerous reviewers describe rude, dismissive, and unhelpful staff. Specific complaints include staff rolling their eyes at customers, ignoring requests for assistance, even simple ones like a basket, being more focused on tasks other than serving customers, dusting, using phones, and displaying a clear lack of eagerness to help. There are even allegations of outright disrespect, specifically regarding payment method preferences, privacy concerns. One extremely serious review details a blatant breach of privacy with a staff member peeking into a fitting room despite clear verbal confirmation of occupancy. This represents a major failure in customer care and potential legal issue. Quality control issues. Several reviewers report problems with the quality of the clothing itself. Complaints include loose threads, peeling knits, asymmetrical designs, and faulty items, for example, a garment making clicking sounds. There's a perception that the quality has declined over time. Sizing inconsistencies. A common complaint is that the sizing runs small, seemingly deviating from standard UK sizing and resembling a smaller Asian cut. This can lead to frustration and difficulty finding appropriately fitting clothes. Operational problems. Issues include inaccurate operating hours, denial of fitting room access close to closing time, and difficulty contacting the store by phone. The discrepancy between online stock availability and actual in-store stock is also a recurring problem. Return/exchange policy frustration. The exchange-only policy, without returns, is a source of dissatisfaction, particularly when customers discover fit issues or quality defects after leaving the store. Lack of management response. A significant number of reviewers express disappointment that the company does not respond to negative feedback, suggesting a lack of accountability or concern for customer issues. Specific examples from the reviews. Privacy breach. Review number 1. A customer explicitly states they were subjected to a staff member peeking into their fitting room, calling it appalling and unacceptable. Rudeness. Review number 3. A customer recounts being met with eye-rolling from a staff member when simply requesting a basket to hold her belongings. Disrespect based on payment method. Review number 7. A customer details a clear change in a cashier's attitude after choosing to pay with a tome, feeling disrespected and embarrassed. Faulty product and dismissive response. Review number 6. A customer received a faulty item and was met with a dismissive response from the cashier. Maybe because it's new, that's why it clicks. Inventory discrepancy. Review number 9. A customer visited the store specifically for an item shown in stock online, only to be told it was sold out, resulting in a wasted trip. Wrong item and no answered calls. Review number 10. A customer received the wrong color of pants and was unable to reach the store via phone to resolve the issue. Generalized conclusion. Based on these reviews, the Editor's Market near Peninsula Excelsior Singapore appears to suffer from significant and systemic issues. While the clothing styles may initially attract customers, the consistently negative experiences related to customer service, product quality, and operational efficiency are likely deterring repeat business and damaging the brand's reputation. Addressing these issues, through comprehensive staff training, stricter quality control measures, clearer communication about policies, and a commitment to responding to customer feedback, is critical for the Editor's Market to improve its standing and ensure long-term success. The concentration of complaints points to potential systemic issues beyond isolated incidents. This analysis covers all the businesses analyzed in the area and provides insights into what travelers can expect when staying near Peninsula Excelsior Singapore, Singapore. Businesses near Peninsula Excelsior Singapore, Singapore. You know, they can be tricky, especially for tourists who just want to enjoy their 2 weeks and leave. Some shops here, they act nice, but then, boom, scam. There was this one time, tourists bought iPhones from a shop, but when they paid, the shop said, "Oh no, you need to pay extra for warranty, or we won't give you the phone." And the poor tourist, he was so desperate, he kneeled and begged for his money back. Can you believe that? How could they do that? The shop got in trouble later, but the tourist probably went home feeling so cheated. I bet he told all his friends never to buy electronics here. And then, near Peninsula Excelsior Singapore, Singapore, there's this thing called ghost tapping. Bad people steal credit card info, put it on phones, and then go shopping like nothing's wrong. They buy expensive things, like iPhones, and then just throw them in the trash? Why? Just to be mean? Police caught some of them, but I think the tourists whose cards got stolen. They must have been so scared when they saw the charges. Probably had to cancel their cards and everything. Oh, and gold shops. Some of them near Peninsula Excelsior Singapore, Singapore, they trick tourists by giving less gold than what was paid for. You pay for a big chain, but when you check later, it's half the weight. That's so sneaky. The tourist probably felt so stupid when they found out. But it's not their fault, the shop was just lying. I hope they got their money back, but probably not. And luxury bags. Some stores show you the real one, but when you pay, they switch it with a fake. How sneaky is that? The tourist only finds out when they're back home, and then what can they do? Nothing. Just cry, I guess. It's sad, you know? Peninsula Excelsior Singapore, Singapore is so beautiful, but some people here just want to take advantage. Tourists come happy, leave stressed. I wish shops were nicer.